So Virgo, this is obviously your longer reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Remember my blah, 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 my readings are timeless, okay? Which just means it doesn't matter when I upload the video, when you find it, if it resonates, it's yours. Okay, so time is omnipresent, past, present, future. It's all the same. The energy is placeable. So of course, if it's in regards to your past, that's going to be your discernment, right? If it's your present, if it's your future, again, it'll be your discernment, right? So free will is here. No one is in control of their life other than you. Remember, you guys, tarot in moderation. Yes, tarot can alter your path. Okay. It can also have you reliving a karmic cycle that you may not need to, right? So just be careful. Just be very careful with tarot, again, in moderation. Yes, my 10K subscriber giveaway is still going strong. For those of you guys watching this on TikTok or Facebook, go hop on over to YouTube, Firestar Tarot with a silent T at the end, okay? Yeah, go subscribe. Help me get to 10K, okay? Help me get to 10K. I'm almost at 10K here on TikTok. I'm at like almost 7K on Facebook, but I need 10K over on YouTube. So go show your sisters some love over on YouTube. For those of you guys watching this on YouTube, I love you, especially if you're subscribed, okay? If you're not subscribed, I'm hesitant to love you, okay? So subscribe so I can love you. Okay, so Virgo, I don't even know why I said that. Don't even know why I said that. Yeah, hopefully I said everything I needed to. There will be an extended Virgo. If you want the extended, links in the description box. Here in the general reading, we're going to be talking about the emotions that you feel for this person, you know, what this person feels for you. In the extended, we'll look more at the thoughts, what wants to be communicated, and what actions want to be had, okay, or are going to be had, or what actions did take place. Whew, okay. Virgo, straight up, I feel like there's a tie here. Okay, whether that's toxic or not, it feels like someone thinks about it a lot. Somebody thinks about this tie a lot. Your birthday could be on the 28th, okay? Doesn't have to be. This person's birthday could be on the 28th. Okay, you may be dealing with a Taurus. Again, doesn't have to be. You may have Taurus in your chart. Taurus could be a huge time frame, huge significance when it comes to time frame, okay? Maybe this tie, maybe you met this person, this tie was in Taurus season, or maybe you're tied to a Taurus. Feels like this person wants to be very direct with you, Virgo, direct about something here. And that's that they feel like they've been put under a spell, that they've been hypnotized, Virgo, that they've been bewitched. And I feel like this is someone who, Virgo, emotionally, it's like it's through the roof, right? So what you feel for this person or what they feel for you, cross-watcher, what you feel for Virgo, it's through the roof. And because the emotions are so high, because the energy is so high, it's almost like I'm afraid of it. I need to make a decision because it challenges me, but I'm afraid of it. It's a problem for me. It's a problem how deep my emotions are, right? It scares the living shit out of me how much I care for someone here. But here's the thing is, whoever this is, Virgo, it is important for them to get a hold of their emotions, right? It is important for them to pay attention so that they can make sure that they're taking the right action. So this feels like, Virgo, someone who maybe in the past didn't pay attention to how their emotions, like, in other words, at some point, this person, their emotions became overwhelming. But in the past, they refused to, you get what I'm saying, allow those emotions to be overwhelming, and they should have. In other words, they should have felt what they felt, but it's like, I'm gonna refuse to feel this. I'm gonna refuse to acknowledge what I feel. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a decision to create challenges, to create conflict, because I'm afraid, right? So someone was definitely afraid of falling in love here, Virgo. Again, being tied to this person being tied to you, feeling like they've been put under a spell, or you them, Virgo. Maybe this person puts you under a spell. Cross-watcher, maybe you put my Virgo under a spell here. Okay. Definitely ties. Okay, so there's no escaping this person in the tangible because there's ties here. Gemini's coming through. Okay. Lover's energy, soulmate, twin flame vibes, right? Person from the past, nostalgic, reminiscing on the good times. So it feels like this person, Virgo, fluctuated, or the connection fluctuated. And it kind of feels like, Virgo, because of that, there was issues with communication. So again, because the connection fluctuates, there's going to be points in the connection where you talk, and then there's going to be points where you don't. There's going to be, times in the connection where you feel the love, and then there's going to be times where you don't. I feel like, Virgo, what you're wanting is information. Please explain it to me. Why? Why did you fluctuate? Why didn't you care about me? Why didn't you communicate this to me? You may be dealing with a Sagittarius. Again, doesn't have to be. It's just confirmation if you have Sagittarius in your chart, or you are dealing. Again, this could be a huge time frame, huge significance when it comes to time frame. Okay. Learning from this, gaining insight, trying to understand it. There's also a need, Virgo, to not worry about this person. Or at least this person is saying, don't worry about me. Just to have faith. Universe could be just telling you, Virgo, to have faith and not worry about this person. Okay, for some of you guys, you may be dealing with, again, just confirmation if you're dealing with Sagittarius. Jupiter energy. I mean, obviously here, Virgo, there was something to be learned. There was something to be gained in order to grow, in order to expand. So something was supposed to be gained. This is that delay. Something was supposed to be had, gained, learned, taught that would create a positive outcome. And again, it was delayed. It didn't grow. It didn't expand, at least not in the tangible. Okay. But I do, Virgo, feel like this person wants to speak up. They want to say something here in regards to why, right? Why they were so in and out, why they were so up and down. There was challenges here, and the decision to focus on self, to be stuck in ego, is here creating more challenge. So again, oh, there's a challenge with you. So instead of overcoming the challenge, overcoming the conflict, I'm going to make the decision to think about me and not you, right? So again, it created more challenges, more conflict. It created an ending where new beginnings were began, and it wasn't with each other, but still tied to one another. So the decision to plan in regards to this tie. So look, Virgo, someone is still tied to you, and they're trying to figure out what to do about this, right? Because again, they feel hypnotized. They feel bewitched by you. There's a lot of emotions here. Sagittarius energy is it can almost come across in the negative aspect as someone who's very impatient, but throughout time, they learn, right, how to take their time. So what this feels like, Virgo, is this is someone who in the past was really quick to dip out. That was that fluctuation, right? I'm going to come in, I'm going to dip out, I'm going to come in, I'm going to show you all this love, and then I'm not going to give you any, right? So it was like either extremely hot or extremely cold. There was no in between. There was no moderation. There was no temperance. Okay. So again, with that Sagittarius energy, there's something new and different about this though. Because remember, I was still getting a change, even though it's delayed. The change is still taking place. It's just not normal. It's unconventional. It's not the same way as it was before. Again, it's like someone's seeing things in a different way. They're seeing things different from how they used to, right? You may be dealing with a Scorpio, or may have Scorpio in your chart. Again, Scorpio could be of huge significance here. I feel like this is someone who is praying here, Virgo. Why am I getting like in the lowest aspect? So remember those emotions and how intense they are and how much they're felt. So this person's pretty much hit rock bottom, right? And so deep in those emotions, feeling like they're losing control or they have no control over the situation. So it feels like karma. It feels like in the past they didn't acknowledge what they felt, so they ran from it, again, creating that conflict. And now that challenge is here. It's presented itself, right? Because again, love was just delayed, right? The change between you two, it was just delayed. It's still here. It's still going to take place, but this person delayed that change, delayed those results. And again, caused a different result, a different change. Look, it's still here. The person has still changed, Virgo. Again, this is a different way. I see now what I didn't see before, right? Again, with these visions, I see something differently here, and I'm praying to get me through these hard times, these low vibrational times. but it also feels like gaining faith in what feels like a really challenging time. And of course, Virgo, this could be you. Those roles could be switched. You know, this person challenging you and creating the conflict could have had you feeling like you were put under a spell. Getting moon energy, illusions, deceit, you know, the things that go bump in the night, Virgo. It's interesting because I feel like in the past, Virgo, this person didn't defend you, didn't defend what they felt for you, didn't defend the connection with you. And now it's kind of like, I accept that I didn't defend you. I accept that I didn't defend what I felt, that I didn't defend us. It's like in the past, this person, Virgo, again, they ignored what they felt. They ignored those emotions. And now that's the change. That's the newness here. They can't avoid it anymore. They can't run from what they feel. So now their feelings are going to be guiding them. In the past, their feelings, they ran from them. But now they're running to them, right? So Scorpio energy, there's this transformation. There's this rebirth. It's a renewal. It's like the rising phoenix, right? Coming from the ashes in this beautiful, badass energy. So it feels like this person is accepting growth, is accepting that they can't control the situation. They tried to control the situation. That's what they did, Virgo. They were negative in the past, and now they're thinking more positive in regards to the connection. Right? I know I was in and out. I know I fluctuated. I know I was here and then I wasn't. I know I gave you love and then I didn't. So please give me time to explain, right? So it's like this person's coming through, Virgo. They want to explain that fluctuation. They want to explain that they have grown, that they have expanded, that they're more in this positive mindset, that they're at a higher vibration in regards, I guess, no longer like that past, right? No longer in that low vibration. Again, in the low vibration, I control things. I can control my emotions. I can control how I accept emotions for you or from you, right? So again, I'm in control of the situations here, but now moving forward, I'm not. I'm letting universe be in control. I'm allowed. So in other words, it was like the change wanted to happen between you two, Virgo, and this person wasn't allowing it. Now universe is like, no, it's going to happen. You're changing. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So this person was troubled. And again, it just feels like that trouble caused anxiety. It caused worry. It caused sleepless nights for you, Virgo. So you may have felt, Virgo, like that this was never going to be, or that this was never going to take place because of this person, right? But again, Virgo, this person was troubled, okay? But I am here to tell you that they are charmed by you. We have Venus energy coming through, okay? There's a lot of love here. There's a lot of beautiful things being seen in the connection, right? Seeing your beauty and really cherishing just how loving the connection is, just how deep those emotions are. So this is definitely someone, again, you have a lot of love for and has a lot of love for you, Virgo. It also feels like this person, excuse me, Virgo. I feel like they were one of those people that like to stir the pot. They stirred the pot by not making the right connection. Or they stirred the pot in regards to that, like saying, no, this isn't the right connection for me, right? They were just making things worse because it was for them, but they were denying it. So it's like this person was telling everybody, oh no, I don't want this relationship. I don't want to be with this person. I don't like this person. I don't have any feelings for them. I have no, but they were just running from those feelings. Those feelings were there. They just weren't uncovered. They weren't revealed yet. And this feels like the change. Again, it was delayed, but it happened. It's happening. This person can't escape the way they think, the change in the way they think. Again, confirmation with Sagittarius. Sagittarius has been coming through a lot in these readings. Virgo, it feels like this person is trying to make sense of things, okay? It's interesting though, because I feel like this person's not telling anybody. They're definitely moving in secrecy. Trying to confront those emotions, trying to confront you, to communicate about those emotions. We have Aries coming through. This could be your divine masculine, doesn't have to be. You could be dealing with a masculine energy, a masculine fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sag. Again, doesn't have to be. This is definitely someone who's caused you a lot of trouble. A lot of worry, a lot of anxiety, and it's like universe is saying, don't worry. Don't worry. Even though the change was delayed, it's still here. So this person will change. The connection will change. The energy, the emotions will change. I feel like this person is moving now. Now they have faith. Now they have the strength to face those challenges. And honestly, Virgo, it feels like because their desire for you is too intense to ignore. Those emotions are too intense to ignore. So it's this desire to be honest and to be strong when it comes to this truth. This truth in the regards to the trouble they caused, the fluctuation, right? So it's like facing that challenge head on. Keep wanting to say something and then it's like I forget, I take it back, or it's not said. Mercury, communication. It's being grounded by Pisces. You may have Pisces in your chart. This person may have Pisces in their chart. Again, we have Pisces, Aquarius, Scorpio, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Aries, okay? Again, this could be in your chart, your person, time frame, take it how it resonates. It feels like this person wants to say all the things on their mind, Virgo. They're analyzing what to say, how to say it. Dreaming of you. It's overwhelming, though. It's very overwhelming for this person. Cancer. Okay, you could be dealing with a Cancer. You may have Cancer in your chart. Their intuition, their beliefs, right? Their values. It feels like there was a cost. So they took a risk and they lost. Okay, they failed in some way, shape, or form. You may be dealing with a Taurus. Doesn't have to be. Again, you may have Taurus in your chart. Taurus could be of huge significance here. There's a lot of looking at the past and the attitude in the past. So the history of the attitude. Okay, so someone had attitude, Virgo. I don't know if it was you or this person, but someone was just like, I don't think so. Okay, someone had a lot of attitude. A little fireball here, okay? And I feel like a lot of that did affect the relationship. So again, someone was possibly really stuck in their ego and was like, you know what? No, I'm too good for you, or this isn't my life. This isn't what I want. And then bam, this ending takes place and the challenge starts to begin for this person. So it feels like before the breakup, before the ending point, because again, number 10, there was an ending and there's new beginnings here. So the ending that took place, but prior to that, before that, it was like, how can I explain it? Like, I allow you to treat me a certain way, right? I allow you to walk all over me. I allow you to think that you're better than me, or not even allowed it, but it was just like, that was the energy that was felt. Like the other person was so much in their ego, it was never about you. And then once they left, the challenge was no longer, for them, it was no longer about them, right? Everything they encountered, everything that was a challenge for them, I don't know how to explain it. It was like, I'm trying to say this in the most direct way as possible. What they believed before, challenges, conflicts in their life, made them believe in now. So what they didn't believe in before, they believe in now. For some reason, Virgo, I'm really all over the place with your reading, okay? It may make sense to you. It's not making sense to me. That's normally how it is as a reader. Something just feels off, Virgo. Something feels really off. So let's clarify. Let's see what's going on here. We have treasure coming through. Feels like whatever this is, it's not done, but it's almost there. Okay, your birthday may be on the 13th. This person's birthday may be on the 13th. You may have been separated for 13 years. You may have been together for 13 years. We also have 15 coming through, so your birthday could be on the 15th, or this person's birthday could be on the 15th. It feels like this whole ordeal was just conflict, challenge, fights, argumentative, again, trouble. Caused descent, caused someone's downward spiral. Let me find out, cross watcher, caused your down spiral, Virgo. But it's interesting because as much as it feels like a downward spiral, you know, that is a part of healing, right? It's going deep within, it's going down very deep and uncovering those things that were hidden. So as much as the experience was wanted, the experience was what felt guided, what felt right, what felt, again, bigger than you. It also needed the diving deeper. It needed the introspection. It needed to, again, it needed to uncover things. So it feels like as much as you may have gone down a dark spiral or a downward spiral, so did this person too. It was like a calling for this challenge to take place so that this person could be challenged to be able to overcome it, fight through it. But there is, you know, even though this was like this huge ordeal, there's still this very special thing. There's still this very, what feels valuable, very valuable thing. Awakening. Yeah, look. So it's happening. This person's awakening to the things that they no longer see, but the things they feel. So it feels like in the past, you know, that blindfold, right? It wasn't on. The blindfold was off. I can see everything very clearly. It's all in front of me. And so I'm going to navigate based off of that perception. And then, of course, this conflict takes place between you two. This ending takes place between you two, Virgo. And now the blindfold was put on. This person had to navigate through the world, right? Going based off of feelings, not what they see. Okay. So this person is no longer in that energy of looking out of that solo lens, my perspective, how I see things, right? How things are through my eyes. This is now, I can't see, but I can feel. So this person didn't feel before. They avoided those feelings, and now they're in those feelings. They're what feels like needing and craving an intervention. So this feels like drunk on your love, addicted to you, addicted to those emotions, addicted to, it's like these emotions are so strong and so powerful that it's kind of scary, right? Is it appropriate? Are these emotions appropriate? It's almost like this person, Virgo, is also your kryptonite. They're your cure. So it's almost like I want to experience this life where you cure me, okay? Or where, you know, I come in and finally give you the antidote, okay? I feel like the feminine in this situation is very standoffish. But it's coming to fruition, whatever this is. So she can be standoffish all she wants. She can defend herself all she wants. I still feel things being experienced. I still feel things coming to fruition. The change. You may be 44 years old. If so, it's just confirmation for you. You could also be 29. If so, it's just confirmation for you. it feels like the more that this person discovers their emotions and what they feel, the more they want to escape this reality that they've caused. The decision to be happy, the decision to finally have wishes fulfilled, it's made. And I feel like both of you guys have awoken to this connection. Both of you guys are focused on what you feel, not what you see. So there is mirroring there, right? Yes, universe created this challenge. Universe created this conflict. The delay comes in the change of that conflict, right? I feel like this person wants to discover new things, and they're hoping that you choose to discover new things with them as well. One in 5 is 6. You could be a life path number 6, or this person could be a life path number 6. If so, it's just confirmation for you. 1 in 3 is 4. You could be a life path number 4, or again, your person, okay? The 4th could be of huge significance, so can the 6th. What I'm really getting with the number 4 is focusing, right? Focusing on 6, the connection. So again, it feels like this person is focusing on the connection with you, right? And responsibilities coming through. This feels like a masculine who wants to take up, who wants to speak up, who wants to speak out, who wants to take responsibility, who wants to make the decision in regards to what they're focused on. So again, this person is focused, you know, on the connection with you, on assuming responsibility in this connection. So again, it's like, I am making the decision to do what I'm focused on, to actually go after what I'm focused on, and that is to return. Can't make it up, okay? Your birthday may be on the 18th. Again, confirmation. If so, your person's birthday could be on the 18th as well. We also have dependence, okay? Number 46, so you may be 46. This person could be 46. You could be 24. You could be 29. You could be 18, okay? You could be, like I said, 44. It's like spiritually this person is planning, right? They're planning on doing something here. Again, they're planning on returning, but there is this codependency attached to this person, Virgo. So maybe you are codependent on this person, okay? But they're focused on you. They're focused on the connection. And I also feel like, yeah, this person feels a little bit codependent on you. Like, I need this connection. I need it, right? I can't stop watching it. I can't stop thinking about it. I can't stop focusing on it, right? So again, there is this need for the relationship, for the connection, okay? There is this need to return to the connection, escaping something else, though, in order to, again, return. Departure, again, leaving, okay? Your birthday may be on the 7th. This person's birthday could be on the 7th, okay? The 7th could be when this person leaves to return. We have the road coming through and the chase. It just feels like this person's coming back around, Virgo, to chase you. Feels like the road is long. It's not easy, okay? It's confusing. It's confusing because of those emotions, because of those overwhelming emotions, okay? It's also number 10, like I said, endings and new beginnings. Leaving to go on this journey, right? To chase you, to apply themselves. Okay, your birthday could be on the 10th. If so, it's just confirmation for you. Your birthday could be on the 19th. You could be 19. This person could be 19 again. If so, it's just confirmation for you. We also have 25 coming through with that emotional energy. So your birthday could be on the 25th. This person's birthday could be on the 25th. You could be 25. Yeah, it feels like this person has to end things in order to travel towards you. But their fixation is on you, right? They're focused on this long road ahead, on leaving. They're afraid to leave, right? They know that leaving whatever this is behind, escaping from whatever this is going to cause problems. They're afraid of it. They're afraid of the problems it's going to cause. But with the road here, I mean, they're ending it because they want something new. We have helper coming through with number 6. So again, confirmation if you're life path number 6 or your birthday's on the 6th or this person. It's like this person finally, it's look, reversal, okay? It's like this person's flipping the switch. Before they didn't help you, before they didn't give to you, and they're coming through in this energy of let me help you. Let me help the situation, not make it worse, okay? You may be 38, or this person, again, if so, it's just confirmation for you, doesn't have to be. Universe, show me this escaping energy, please. Show me what they're escaping from. Show me what they're assuming responsibility for, right? Show me this return. Yeah, it's coming to fruition, for sure. Okay, yeah, they want forgiveness. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This person wants forgiveness. You may be 43, or this person could be 43. And again, if so, it's just confirmation for you. But whatever this is coming to, okay? In other words, this person wants to escape so bad and experience things with you so bad, but it's desired with you too. Again, 33, 3 and 3. Both of you guys are wanting this experience to come to, right? Both of you guys are wanting forgiveness. Focused on the experience, but also encountering a different experience. That's why one experience has to come to an end. That's why one experience has to be escaped from, okay? But the connection, it's here. It's powerful. Wanting to give to one another, wanting to take care of one another, wanting to help one another. It is here. It's being grounded by ascendancy. So definitely this is seeing things from a higher perspective, Virgo, seeing things from a place of truth, right? Not lies. So that's that reversal. This person's crossed that threshold, Virgo, right? They're saying, you know what, hey, in my past, I didn't see things from that higher perspective. I wasn't wise enough, right? So I moved on. But I'm still focused on this challenge. I can't stop thinking about the differences, the challenges, the conflict between us. So I know there's something off. There's something I need to fix. There's something I need to, it's like I need to fight for. I need to go to war for. Yes, you're getting a yes coming through. Absolutely, Virgo, this person's returning. They're returning, they're assuming responsibility. They've ascended. They're coming in that higher perspective. They're coming from that place of truth, true emotions. Yeah, this is definitely someone who's at a distance from you. This person who's at a distance from you, yes, Virgo, they're returning. They're assuming responsibility. They're leaving in order to come back to you. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay, Virgo, for some reason I wanted to say Leo. You may have Leo in your chart or be dealing with a Leo. Leo could be of huge significance when it comes to time frame. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Grounding the energy with date night. I see you going out with this person. I see you experiencing life with this person, Virgo. I see you being wined and dined, my love. Okay, man or woman, sex non-specific, right? It's like this person wants to take care of you, okay? Yes, I see that this person caused confusion, okay? You may be 36. If so, it's just confirmation for you. If not, your person may be. Growing apart hurt, right? Growing apart in that separation, there was a lot of confusion. And it feels like a lot of uncertainty and that's why the blindfold ended up taking place, because the things I can see, they don't make sense. The things I can see, they're not certain, but I feel like I crave more than this, right? I crave an experience. I crave a connection that is more than whatever I'm experiencing. So you get what I'm saying? Like, even though things are uncertain, I know what I crave. I know what I'm focused on. I know what I'm fixated on. And that is this connection. That is this person I'm separated from, this person I'm not aligned with, I'm off track from, okay? It feels like for the first time, this person is facing all their problems from the same direction. So instead of this direction, it's this direction, right? I don't see, I feel. Definitely wanting to speak to you, because they feel like they broke dreams here. They destroyed dreams. That confusion can also be yours, Virgo, that this person caused you. Absolutely. Right? The light, seeing the way, seeing the way through the confusion, seeing the way to the unknown, right? So what this person is expecting is unknown. Like, there is no expectations is what I'm getting at. They don't know how it's going to be. They don't know what it's going to look like or how it's going to play out. But one thing they do know is that they want this connection. They want to overcome the challenge. They don't know why the challenge took place. They don't understand why the challenge, the conflict is even here. Again, that emotional energy is coming through with the lantern, okay? So absolutely this person, you know, they're bringing the things that were hidden to the light. They're bringing, you know, consciousness to light. So being fully aware of what they're fixated on, being fully aware of what they're focused on, right? And again, it feels like that focus is on something that there is a resting point, there is a break with. So that distance, that separation, the decision to overcome the challenge is here. Paying attention to it, taking action, being thankful for it. It feels like both of you guys are focused on self, and that's why, yes, there's a little bit of a delay, but the change is still here, because it's like in this challenge, in what both of you guys are experiencing, what both of you guys are seeing, focused on, right, in this rest, both of you guys are gaining knowledge from it. You're gaining emotional wisdom, so emotional intellect. It feels like your intuition knows more than you do, Virgo, so there was something for you to learn as well when it came to your intuition. Maybe you didn't notice red flags, and now your intuition, or at least now you're on path to understand what your intuition was trying to say. And it feels like the same thing for this person who refused their emotions. Their intuition was telling you, hey, you got a lot of emotions. There's something powerful here. But because this person wasn't in tune with their emotions, they couldn't accept it. So they ran, they rejected, they refused. But again, it started their challenge. It started their conflicts in life. And they realized that the conflict, the challenge was nothing to do with you. It had everything to do with them. So they're seeing that truth. Again, they're bringing what was hidden to the light. They're smarter, they're wiser, and now they're trusting their intuition, Virgo. So clearly I want to get into the extent. I want to take a look at what this person's thinking, what, you know, they're trying to communicate here, and of course, what they're going to do about it. So for those of you guys going into the extended Virgo, I will see you there. For those of you guys not, I will see you next time. If you've made it through this far and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Show your sister some love, okay? All right. So yeah, drop a comment. Let me know how this reading resonated for you, if it did at all, Virgo, okay? Cross-watcher, if it resonated for you, let me know, okay? Yeah, that's it, Virgo. I'm hopping off of here. I love you guys. Mwah, mwah. Bye, fam.